finish highlighted the opening round of the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series at Maramarua Forest. Mitsubishi Evo drivers Dylan Turner and Sloane Cox battled hard all day, while defending champion Jeff Argyle had to settle for third. It was the LJ Hooker sponsored driver Dylan Turner who took the rally victory by just 3 seconds, giving him maximum points coming into the second round of the series. The second round of Rally Xtreme, presented by Timona Warehousing, is held within the Hawke's Bay area, mainly just north of the city of Napier. The Hawke's Bay district is well known for its many vineyards and rolling countryside. It's also the home of series sponsor Total Lubricants. Last year's Hawke's Bay Rally winner Stuart Taylor returns to Rally Xtreme for round 2. And making his first appearance this season is Tony McConaughey in the giant-killing Toyota Starlet. And after many years away from rallying, 4-time New Zealand Rally champ Bruce Herbert returns to join the Rally Xtreme series. The opening 11-kilometre special stage Triple Bridges is named due to the stage running under 3 motorway bridges between Napier and Hastings. After a solid 7th place in the opening round, Subaru driver Wayne Pittams is first up to tackle this tricky stage. Nigel Adams showed outstanding pace at Maramarua, only to be halted by mechanical issues, so a good result here is important for Adams' Rally Xtreme campaign.
Well, he's just missed a gear there. Coming into this corner after the long straight, it looks like it could be quite tricky.
Dylan Turner is next up, brimming with confidence after the first round win. This will be harder though for the series leader.
Well, they wind up on this big long straight, and this stage is quite tricky and very slippery early on.
Quite gravelly.
Visibility problems with the early morning sun will be an issue, as we see on board here with Wayne Pittams. As he approaches the stage finish, his time for the 11 kilometres, 6 minutes 43. Already in trouble though is Dylan Turner.
Oh, he just got on the grass on the entry into the corner, but it just shows you how slippery this stage is.
Right, plus 200.
Jeff Argyle struggled at Maramarua with mechanical issues, so the Total Lubricants sponsored driver has spent some time sorting the car out prior to this round.
Yes, at Maramarua the car kept cutting out with electrical problems. And look at Jeff's expression as he goes through this corner.
7 left minus.
Still tricky conditions with the sun. Nigel Adams approaching the stage finish. His time already appears to be well down on Pittams. Adams with a 6:56.2. Defending rally winner Stuart Taylor has a 100% winning rate with the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme. 3 starts, 3 wins.
Stuart Taylor, the sponsor for this event as well, and a little bit heavy under the brakes coming into that turn.
Now Dylan Turner is approaching the finish in the LJ Hooker Mitsubishi Evo. That mid-stage off will definitely have cost him some time.
Yes, he'll be very frustrated to that as he gets down to the finish line, and he's well down on time.
Turner will be disappointed with a 6:51.3. After finishing second at the opening round, Sloane Cox will go all out for a rally win today. Expect some early pace from the Mitsubishi Evo 10 driver.
Yes, just missed out on the victory at Maramarua. Oh, this looks like a big shortcut he's taking here. He's cut that corner completely out.
Jeff Argyle now has the finish line in his sight. That sun is still a major problem. See the glare as he heads down towards the line. 6:37.8 quickest so far. And having some issues with sunstrike and the slipperiness of the stage is Sloane Cox.
Sloane gone a little bit wide there, and it looks like this car's coming to a stop.
Still going?
The engine's cut out.
So Stuart Taylor looking comfortable though as he approaches the finish. Taylor's time is going to be well up on Argyle. 6:23.9, 14 seconds quicker than Argyle. Sloane Cox got the Evo 10 restarted and now he's pushing hard.
Yes, but there's a lot of debris inside the front grille of that car.
Incredible time, 6:21.3, he takes the rally lead. Neil Marshall struggled through the Triple Bridges stage. His time was well down, and it all went wrong on the second stage for Marshall as well. As we can see here on Nigel Adams on board, there is Marshall off-road and out of the event. Sloane Cox's overheating problems became terminal after stage 2. The rally leader was forced to withdraw. Robbie Lester in the Subaru Impreza R4 was off to a great start. A good stage time here and now second overall after the first two stages. Carl Davies, however, was the surprise early on. The Evo 8 driver currently 5th overall after two. After a great run here last year, Quinton Palmer looks likely to repeat that performance. The Evo 5 driver currently 4th. Another driver on the pace early was Lance Williams. However, gearbox problems forced the young Subaru driver into an early retirement. Clinton Cunningham produced good speed at Maramarua, and he's on it again here, already up to 10th overall.
Clinton's done a great job to get down here to Hawke's Bay. He had a big off at Rally of Whangarei, so him and Dale Perry have rebuilt this car inside 2 weeks.
After winning Club 2-wheel drive last year, Paul DeRose has moved up to a Mitsubishi Evo and is already on the pace. Classic winner at Maramarua, Lee Stringer, on target to do it again here. His main opposition, Roger Goss, was an early retirement. And the youngest driver in the series, Max Bailey, has taken an early lead in Club 2-wheel drive. But only just over a very sideways Lindsay Holmes in the Toyota Starlet. While round one class winner Mike Goldsberry is close by to make it a three-way battle in Club 2-wheel drive. And there's some incredible pace by Chuck Newton leading Club 4-wheel drive and well inside the top 10 overall. And round one class winner Cameron Young is chasing Newton hard, only 12 seconds behind the Mitsubishi VR4. Tony McConaughey set a top 10 stage in Triple Bridges. However, mechanical problems slowed the Starlet, putting McConaughey out of contention early. Phil Campbell in his R2 Fiesta has set the pace early in open 2-wheel drive. Behind Campbell is Grant Liston, who's chasing hard. He's only 2 seconds down on the Ford driver. Dave Strong was expected to battle with the front two. However, he is already well down on the class leader. And as expected, Bruce Herbert needs time to dial himself back into rallying after a 10-year break. So after special stage 2, Stuart Taylor leads by 9 seconds over Robbie Lester, with Jeff Argyle in third ahead of Quentin Palmer, Carl Davies and Wayne Pittams. Welcome back to the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series. Stage 3, 15 kilometres, the first real challenging stage of the event, Waipunga Road. Philip Broadbent, the first to tackle the fast-flowing special stage in his Golf Mitsubishi Evo 8.
Philip Broadbent's been setting some pretty good times early on, stage 1 and 2, and he's inside the top 10. Broadbent's one of these new drivers in rallying who's starting to get on the pace.
Wayne Pittams finds himself in the top 10 after 2 stages as well. The Subaru driver settling well and into a good rhythm.
Wayne Pittams, another driver who's been away from rallying for a while, made a return at Maramarua, finished 6th overall at that event. And he's looking pretty good here. He looks pretty smooth inside that car.
On the start line for special stage 3 with Nigel Adams. After early problems, this could be Adams' chance to get back into the game.
Well, it's a critical point for Nigel Adams because he's now down in 6th place. He's got a little bit of time to make up, so this stage is very important for him. And this road looks in very good condition, well swept, so a good chance here for Nigel Adams.
With many of his fellow competitors running into early problems, Robbie Lester finds himself in 2nd place going into the stage.
Yes, a great start for Robbie, and Robbie just needs to maintain this pace.
Back on board with Wayne Pittams. There appears to be a problem with the Subaru.
Big wheels coming off of that. Yeah. Yep.
Well, the co-drivers just said a wheel's come off, so Pittams is pulling over, and they're both unhooking the belts, and that is the end of the day for Wayne Pittams.
Philip Broadbent, though, the first driver to have the stage 3 finish in his sights. Looking for his time, 11:09.1 for the 15 kilometres. Dylan Turner now on the start line.
Broke something in axle, I think.
And it appears he has an issue with the Evo 8.
Block 5 left plus 30.
That's what it might have been. That was a bad launch still.
And 4 left plus
Well,
20.
Dylan Turner's annoyed with himself.
It's gone bang on the tarmac. That's right, just get into it. Just feel how it is. 6 left plus.
Something's definitely broken.
8 right to 8 left.
Nigel Adams mid-stage, and he is well pushing hard.
Adams knows this stage is critical, and he is really pushing.
Keep left, 5 right, don't go wide, into 3 left, yep, 30.
Jeff Argyle up next. After dropping time in the first 2 stages, he now needs a good clean run here. Maybe then he could challenge Taylor for the rally lead.
Well, the sun is still an issue for some of these top drivers, and Jeff Argyle, he's well known for these comeback drives. In fact, we expect to see a big charge through here by Jeff Argyle.
Beautiful road conditions here in the Hawke's Bay. Robbie Lester now well into the stage, looking clean, tidy and fast.
Yes, he certainly is. He's got that R4 wound up. And Robbie Lester, he'll be very happy with his current position at the moment.
The hazard lights are on though for Dylan Turner with the broken axle. Let's hope he doesn't slow Jeff Argyle, as he's bound to catch Turner in the stage. Nigel Adams now approaching the finish. Remember, Broadbent's time was 11:09.1. What can he do as he gets down towards the finish? Adams' time, 11 minutes, 0.6. That's quick.
A lot of drama down the field today, but you're okay?
Yeah, no, we're going all right. We're a little bit slippery though. We've got quite a narrow tyre on, and yeah, we'll make some changes at service and hopefully get some more speed.
Robbie Lester now running down towards the stage 3 finish. What can he do?
He's down on Adams' time.
11:09.1, exactly the same time as Broadbent.
Robbie, you're the one moving up the order.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky in there, eh? It's very, very tricky. Very changeable surfaces. We've got quite a bad misfire. That's our problem. But we'll just keep going.
And with the dust trail ahead, Argyle's closing in on Dylan Turner. There is Turner. He's pulled over for Jeff Argyle.
Well, that was definitely a piece of sportsmanship. Dylan Turner now has to put up with the dust, but he's lost a lot of time in this special stage.
7 right plus 60.
Rally leader Stuart Taylor on the start line of special stage 3. With a rally lead of 3 seconds, Taylor has his chance to stamp his authority on the event.
Well, he wouldn't be aware that Jeff Argyle has been held up in this stage, so Stuart Taylor expect him to have a good run through here and keep it nice and tidy, but already he's starting to throw that car around on these Hawke's Bay roads. This is looking pretty good.
Argyle now clear of Turner. He has to push to make up the lost time. As he approaches the finish, fastest so far is Adams on an 11.6.
Well, I think this is going to be a good time, even though he's been held up by Turner.
What can Argyle do? 11:03.1. He's down on Adams. Jeff will not be happy.
Jeff, looks like you got Dylan Turner in there.
Yeah, he must have problems. He held us up for quite a while, unfortunately. But it's very hard to look behind and try and pick the car.
Stuart Taylor mid-stage, and at the split, he's slightly slower than Argyle. However, he shouldn't have a dust problem. Dylan Turner slowly making his way to the finish of special stage 3. His time will be well down. 12:23.2. He's lost over a minute.
Oh, that was horrible.
Jeff's past you. Bad morning.
Not a good morning. We went off on stage 1 on a quite slow left-hander, and we just went straight. The car just hasn't been working properly, and I don't know what our diff pump's doing, but it just felt so taily in that stage 2. And then on the line of stage 3, we launched off the line and something broke, so I think it's an axle.
Stuart Taylor now on the home run in the 15-kilometre special stage 3.
Well, we expected Stuart Taylor to be nice and tidy in this stage, but he's really throwing the car around.
Look at the time though, 10:46.6, fastest, and now a big rally lead.
Stu, you're looking already a little bit comfortable.
Yeah, I think we've got a long way to go before we can be comfortable. It wouldn't take much to have a little mishap along the way, so we'll just try and keep it nice and steady and keep in the middle of the road.
And on to the first service break. Routine maintenance for Jeff Argyle's Mitsubishi. A general check over for the Robbie Lester Subaru. And major work on the rear of the LJ Hooker Mitsubishi. However, no problems for rally leader Stuart Taylor. And after special stage 3, Taylor now has a 32-second advantage over Robbie Lester, back to Jeff Argyle in third. Carl Davies now up into fourth ahead of Quentin Palmer and Nigel Adams. Welcome back to the 2013 Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series. More action over the next 2 special stages and further problems for the front runners. Jeff Argyle's Maramarua problems have resurfaced. The engine cuts out on the Mitsubishi mid-stage.
Well, this is definitely frustrating for Jeff Argyle. He hasn't had the best of days so far. He got caught up in that Dylan Turner dust, and that was a time loss. And this is further time loss now as he tries to restart this car.
He gets it back up and fired. So problems for Argyle. However, it didn't take long before more frustration for the Total Lubricants sponsored driver.
Around he goes. Well, this is further time loss.
So dramas for Jeff Argyle. And Argyle's not alone. Dylan Turner still in the wars as well.
5 left. 5 right.
Using all of the road. Clipping the outside bank here, causing further damage to the LJ Hooker Mitsubishi.
7 left.
And likewise, luck was on Nigel Adams' side. A big moment here, just a whisker away from a big one. A massive impact there for Adams and the Mitsubishi.
Well, if you have a look on the replay, Nigel's just gone a little bit wide into the loose stuff, and look at that big bank. He could have gone down, but lucky to get away with that.
No problems at the top though. Robbie Lester running consistently in second place, while Taylor keeps his pace up, pushing his Mitsubishi to extend his rally lead. So lots of drama after special stage 5. Taylor extends his lead over Robbie Lester. Nigel Adams now up to third ahead of Carl Davies, with Argyle slipping back to fifth ahead of Lee Robson completing the top 6. Special stage 6, Waitara Road, the longest stage of the event at 30 kilometres long. Rally leader Stuart Taylor in the Timona Mitsubishi Evo 10 now in total control of the rally, over 45 seconds in front. Second place, Robbie Lester. Next up, second is not secure for Lester. He'll have to keep an eye on Nigel Adams, who has lifted his pace well and truly.
Robbie Lester missed a gear off the start line there as well, so he really has to put his head down because Nigel Adams is starting to move closer and closer to him for that second spot.
And here is Nigel Adams. This is Adams' opportunity to make some gains on Lester and challenge for second, but will that big moment in the previous stage still be on his mind?
Well, he has to get that out of his mind straight away because he's got to focus on the job ahead, and I'm sure he will. Adams has been very impressive today at his speed.
Stuart Taylor now at the mid-stage split, so far looking comfortable.
Yes, he is, and the road's very fast right up until this junction here. Extremely fast.
Carl Davies has been the talking point of the day, though, holding down a solid 4th place going into this stage. Jeff Argyle, he'll target Davies' 4th place in here. Currently the defending series champion is in 5th place. Can he catch both Davies and Adams in here, hoping he doesn't have a further issue with the Mitsubishi Evo?
Well, this is Jeff Argyle's opportunity to make inroads on that leaderboard. He knows a good run here, and he'll probably be up into 2nd or 3rd place.
Robbie Lester now mid-stage. His split time is well down on Taylor's, but he still looks good. Now with a repaired car, Dylan Turner is outside the top 10. However, a good run in this big stage will enable him to climb the leaderboard to gain valuable points.
Well, like Jeff Argyle, Dylan needs to put his head down and go for it in this stage. The other thing, as you can see here in this shot, the sun could be an issue for the drivers through here.
7 left plus tightens to long, 6 plus opens.
Stuart Taylor near the end of this monster stage. Again, it looks like a trouble-free run for the rally sponsor and the event leader.
Stuart Taylor's certainly looking very good here on his home rally as he comes towards the end of this special stage.
His time, 19:05.3. That's quick for 30 kilometres.
Stu, your home rally looking reasonably comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking better now. We're kind of in a good spot. We're kind of driving in the middle of the road, no stress, and it's working well.
And Nigel Adams, he is also pushing hard now.
He's pushing extremely hard. In fact, Nigel Adams is getting very sideways, as we can see there. He's got his head down.
He's well up on Lester at the split, in fact almost equal with Taylor. Carl Davies is next at the mid-stage split. He's on the same pace as Adams. It is well and truly game on here. Robbie Lester approaching the end of the stage with both Adams and Davies on a charge as Lester's second place under threats.
Well, he's thrown that car around and already his time is well down on Taylor.
Time 19:16.6, 10 seconds slower than Taylor.
Car been good all day?
No, we've got a miss, but hey, we're just driving around it.
3 stages to go, but they're relatively short.
Yep, we'll just have to keep the same game and yeah.
Now it's Jeff Argyle at the mid-stage split. He's trying. Quickest so far, up on Taylor. Look out Davies and Adams. Here comes Argyle.
Well, we've seen this so many times with Jeff Argyle in these big long stages. He puts in a magnificent run, and I think we're on for another big one here.
On board now with Dylan Turner. Look at this shot. You can see everything going on inside the LJ Hooker Mitsubishi.
And 5 right minus 30.
Total concentration, total commitment.
And long 4 right minus.
Turner at the split. Almost the same as Taylor. Turner's back on the pace. Maybe some big changes coming up on the leaderboard. Nigel Adams now closing in on the stage finish. He'll be aware that Argyle will be pushing, but he's doing the same. On board now as he closes in on the line. Heading down towards the finish. 19:09.4, only 4 seconds slower than Taylor.
Nigel just off Stu Taylor's time, pretty much on his pace at the moment.
Oh yeah, it's going good. We've had a few moments though. It's been pretty scary so far, but no, the car's going really good.
Carl Davies throwing everything at this impressive speed and commitment. His time, 19:46.9. Did he have a problem?
Carl, probably the driver of the rally so far, but you dropped a little bit of time in that stage.
Oh yeah, I had a huge moment. Almost had a roll there, big spin, and yeah, only about a K back. Very lucky to be here.
Now Jeff Argyle winds up towards the stage end. Remember, he was quickest to the midpoint split.
Jeff, he's in the zone. He's got the headlights on.
On board down towards the finish. Heading down towards the line, 19:10.1 slower than Adams, but moves him up to 4th overall.
Jeff, looks like you got through here with a pretty competitive time, but it hasn't been the best day. Maramarua come back again at you.
Yeah, unfortunately, like we rebuilt the alternator and put a battery and bits and pieces in it. We thought we'd got the electrical fault, but first run through here, it stopped twice. Like we lost just about a minute.
And Dylan Turner, another one who was right there at the midway split. Heading down towards the finish, 19:12.2. Turner now back inside the top 10.
Coming down that hill.
Dylan, looks like it's playing catch-up mode this afternoon.
Yeah, the car's feeling a bit better. We lost our brakes down the hill towards the end, so hopefully it didn't cost us too much, but we're pushing better now. The car's feeling heaps better.
After 6 special stages, Stuart Taylor leads the Hawke's Bay Rally by 56 seconds over Robbie Lester, followed by Nigel Adams, Jeff Argyle, Carl Davies with Graham Featherston, now completing the top 6. Round 2 action of the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series continues. Philip Broadbent has set some strong stay times throughout the day. However, mechanical issues have cost him as he now falls down the leaderboard.
Some impressive stage times today, a 4th overall in one stage and the 5th in another one. Phil Broadbent, a driver to watch in the future.
5 left, 5 right plus.
And Quentin Palmer, well, he's run as high as 4th overall early on. However, a puncher has cost the Evo 5 driver a whole heap of time and the potential of a good result here. And Paul DeRose, he was another to strike problems. It was a gearbox issue that forced the Stringfellows sponsored Evo out of the event. Even though this stall cost Graham Featherstone a little time, the Mitsubishi Evo 8 driver has progressed up the leaderboard, currently 6th overall in the Total Access Mitsubishi.
And Graham Featherstone doing a great job. Very, very consistent driver, 6th overall at the moment.
Lee Robson, always spectacular, very sideways. He's only 1 place behind Featherstone in 7th, and now 2nd behind Adams in the pre-2000 four-wheel drive class. Robson's teammate Clinton Cunningham, just 1 place behind Robson and closing in rapidly. Only 2 seconds is the gap.
Well, both Clinton Cunningham and Lee Robson have had a battle all day and only seconds in it at the moment. Clinton Cunningham, he's got a new co-driver for this event, Dave Davenport, as Clinton's regular co-driver, Greg Rooker. He's got overseas commitments.
Cunningham now approaching the end of special stage 6. Now approaching the end of stage 6. His time, 19:46.8, losing time off Robson. The gap is now 16 seconds. With his outstanding pace, Phil Campbell has the open two-wheel drive class under control and is now 10th overall, while Grant Liston, he's been trying all day. He just can't keep up with Campbell's pace, now over a minute behind. Dave Strong continuing to struggle, making no impression on the top 2 currently. He is 3rd in open two-wheel drive. And Cameron Young's challenge in club four-wheel drive came to an abrupt halt, putting the Lancer off the road in special stage 5. Chuck Newton, despite not running pace notes, still leads club four-wheel drive just outside the top 10 overall in his Mitsubishi VR4. A tricky corner in special stage 6, and even though Hugh Spence negotiates the corner, many didn't. First to go was Gareth McLaughlin in the VR4. It even caught out former New Zealand champ Bruce Herbert on his return. Alan Smith entered the corner at speed. Didn't quite make it, got the fence though. As did Wayne Pittams. Didn't quite make the fence though. And Sean Terry, he also overcooked it. And around he went. Onto the power stage. Stage 7, triple bridges in the reverse direction, and now Dylan Turner is in the groove, trying hard to make up lost time.
6 left, 700.
Dylan Turner now back into the top 10. He's currently 9th overall. And you can see this stage is quite rough, 2nd time through.
He's enjoying it though. Nigel Adams also on the pace, currently 3rd. However, Argyle is still closing in.
Yes, that's the thing Nigel Adams has to watch. Jeff Argyle, he's getting a sniff of that 3rd place.
First to finish the power stage is Dylan Turner.
6 right, minus 300.
Finish line coming up. His time, 6 minutes 27.3. Possibly more problems with the car.
Man. Poor old Gertie.
What's the problem? We just had a look at that back wheel.
Yeah, the left wheel's towing out about, I don't know, 10, 15 degrees. So every time you got on the gas, it wanted to spin you out. So there's a big handful in there, so it was just nurse it to service and see if we can get it fixed.
Jeff Argyle, big corner cut here. He is chasing down Adams for 3rd. On board with Adams as he approaches the finish.
His time's well down.
6:41.9 as he got a problem, like Turner.
I got no boost, I've got to go to service.
Well, no boost. Adams is in trouble. No trouble for Robbie Lester, however. His second place looks safe, but Lester will want to win the power stage. Rally leader Stuart Taylor in the stage now. Taylor lives not far from here, so he'll know the road well. A power stage win is on the cards here for the Mitsubishi driver. Argyle now down to the line. He's got ahead of Adams, 5:59.8.
Jeff, you've done a pretty good time in there, but Stu Taylor's still to come.
Yeah, I'd say he'll know that reasonably well, so it'll be a struggle to beat him, but the car went fine for a change in there. I was wrapped with it.
Robbie Lester, already slower than Argyle. Waiting for him to cross the finish line, 6:07.6.
Our misfire, unfortunately, is getting worse, but hey, we've got 12 Ks to go and we've just got to keep smiling.
Rally leader Stuart Taylor after the finish line. His time, 5:56.2. He's won the power stage.
Stu, looks like coming across the finish line, you certainly had the power stage in the back of your mind.
Yeah, no, we gave it a push through there, and we had the crowd too, the local crowd that we wanted to put on a bit of a show for, so we were committed over the jumps, and yeah, it's pretty sketchy out there.
Bit of air over those jumps.
Yeah, we struggled to slow down for that next corner.
Another popular feature of Rally Xtreme is the $500 bonus prize for a nominated class throughout the series. This time it's Club 2-wheel drive to fight out the bonus, and first up is Kevin Priest in the Suzuki Baleno. Max Bailey currently second overall in the class for the day, and he sets a fast time through the power stage. 7:07.1 is the benchmark. Mike Goldsbury on the start line. He won Club 2-wheel drive at the Maramarua round, and he's favourite to take the $500 here in his Toyota Corolla.
Well, Jamie, just listen to these screaming two-wheel drive cars. Brings back some memories, doesn't it?
Can't beat rear-wheel drive.
And straight through.
Lindsay Holmes currently leading the class in the rally in his Toyota Starlet. Holmes will take up the challenge. This will be interesting.
Well, Lindsay Holmes will want to win this $500, so he's going to put his head down and go for it in this stage, and already getting quite sideways.
Holmes certainly looks very fast through this section.
Well, he's getting airborne as well.
Total commitment. Quite a rough stage for these two-wheel drive cars, but listen to this little Starlet rev. Mike Goldsbury really winding up his Corolla towards the end of the stage. Coming up towards the finish.
He's going to be slower than Max Bailey.
7:09.8, that is 2 seconds slower than Bailey. Now on board with Holmes. He has to beat Bailey's 7:07.1 to win the $500 Total Lubricants Power Stage prize for the Club 2-wheel drive class.
He's done it.
6:51. He's done it in convincing style. And to confirm the Club 2-wheel drive Power Stage results, Lindsay Holmes, who's $500 better off, and down with Roger for the presentation.
Well, Lindsay Holmes, congratulations, because you're the winner of the power stage. You got $500 coming towards you, because in this rally it was featured for your class XT4, which is Club 2-wheel drive. Well done, congratulations. Good on you, Lindsay. And how was it? How was your day?
Oh, it was awesome. No, thanks, Rog. We had a wicked day. It was hard work out there. The other guys were pushing really hard, like Max Bailey and Mike Goldsbury and that, and we thought, you know, we had a chance, but they were pushing really, really hard. So we were just ballistic all day, especially through that power stage. We just went for it, and co-driver said it's the most fun he's ever had, and yeah, no, it was awesome. So yeah, very happy to get the win.
Welcome back to the conclusion of the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series in the Hawke's Bay. Mike Goldsbury, despite not winning the power stage, is still pushing hard. Maybe just a little too hard. Turn left. He didn't. That's a big moment.
Looks like Gareth McLaughlin did the same thing as he drives off.
He wasn't the first, just misses the corner, down over the bank. Lots of damage to the little Corolla, and there's the VR4 of McLaughlin already there. After winning the power stage, Lindsay Holmes made it a clean sweep, taking class honours in Club 2-wheel drive. And all Lee Stringer had to do was finish to secure a class win and gain maximum points in the classic section. Chuck Newton's drive was impressive. He took club four-wheel drive class honours and just finished outside the top 10 and 12th overall. Dave Strong struggled on this event, however he managed to get the Honda through to third in open two-wheel drive. And after an early battle, Grant Liston couldn't match Phil Campbell's pace as the day went on, second in open two-wheel drive and 10th overall for Liston. While Phil Campbell just drove away and controlled the open two-wheel drive section, a comfortable class win and 9th overall. With Dylan Turner making a late charge, Lee Robson's 7th overall could come under threat, only second separating the two drivers. Clinton Cunningham still running inside the top 10. Cunningham's pace is increasing at every event, and it won't be long before he's challenging for a pre-two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive class victory. And now we turn to tarmac for the penultimate stage, 12 kilometres through Crownthorpe Road. And there's plenty of repairs needed prior to the stage. Dylan Turner's team repairing the rear dip. Nigel Adams changing his turbo. And Jeff Argyle gets ready to do battle for that last podium spot.
Jeff, it's come down to the last stage and you've made a big comeback because now you've just got into third place. One stage and a half to go effectively, but Nigel Adams is right there with you. What are you going to do?
No, we'll have to have a crack at it. Hopefully we're both on rally tyres and it'll be even being tarmac stage, but yeah, he must have been driving bloody well in the Evo 6.
Yeah, he's actually got a problem. I think he's trying to fix the car. But like you say, you're on rally tyres. If he's on tarmac tyres, it could be a different story.
Yes, if he's on tarmac and he hasn't got a problem, then we'll be stuffed.
Graham Featherston has driven well in the Total Access Mitsubishi, securing good series points with a solid 5th place overall. And it was Carl Davies who won the Brian Green Properties Drive of the Rally Award with his excellent 4th place here in the Hawke's Bay, using all of the road and more. Dylan Turner has struggled all day with handling issues, however, incredibly, he's climbed back up to 9th overall.
Yes, a great effort by Dylan Turner to come back into the leaderboard as he comes up towards the finish line of the last stage.
6 minutes 27.9, a stunning time that moves him now up to 7th overall. Jeff Argyle now 3 seconds ahead of Nigel Adams for 3rd spot. Remember, he's on rally tyres. Could that slow the Total Lubricants Evo? On board at the stage start with Nigel Adams. He clocked in late after that turbocharger change, so maybe Adams will get a penalty. However, he has elected to use tarmac tyres as an all-out bid to beat Argyle. Argyle's time, 6:43.2, well down on Turner. Has he done enough to keep 3rd?
Jeff, that huge battle for the podium position. I'll tell you now, Nigel Adams has banged tarmac tyres on, but I'll also tell you, I think he's clocked in late.
Yes, when we left he still wasn't there and I know he had at least 20 seconds penalty, so I think we'll be all right.
20 seconds through here, tarmac tyres, you think you've done it?
Yeah, I'd say we should have done it.
Thank you.
Podium could be yours.
Dangerous to see how much we lost, 20. Oh yeah, it might be close.
Nigel Adams looking very fast, very smooth. Let's go on board as he approaches the stage finish.
Adams' car will work a lot better with these tarmac tyres on it, and his stage time already as he clocks down towards the finish here, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Has he done enough to beat Argyle?
6:33.3, he's up to 3rd, but what about the penalty? Robbie Lester has had a great day right from the outset. Lester has stayed out of trouble and has driven well. And with a stage time of 6:34.2, 2nd overall is secure.
Well, with that stage, you've done enough, mate, because I tell you what, 2nd place is going to be yours. You've only got 1 kilometre to go to show off in front of that crowd.
It's pretty exciting, you know, coming back from a long break and to be in this position, really exciting. And so Mel's done a fantastic job just coaching me along and keeping me going and getting the job done right. So, you know, and the team, full marks to Possible Motorsport as well. It's exciting stuff.
Stuart Taylor started the event as the defending Hawke's Bay Rally champion, and once again the local driver has driven a well-judged event while his fellow competitors dropped away. So as Taylor approaches the stage end, it looks like another win in his home rally and 4 wins from 4 starts in the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme.
Stu, for the 2nd year in a row, your own rally that you sponsor in your own hometown, and looks like it's yours. You've only got that one little short stage, but that won't be a problem, will it?
No, it shouldn't be. We did have a bit of a drama in there though. The clutch stopped working, so we were changing gear without the clutch, and you start to wonder, gosh, are we actually going to bring this home? So yeah, let's touch wood and get there, because we've got a little bit to go yet.
Nigel Adams did get a penalty for clocking in late on special stage 8. So as he rips off a rear bumper here in the final 1 kilometre stage, Adams dropped to 6th. However, he still took the class victory in pre-2000 4-wheel drive. Clinton Cunningham was another who struck trouble in the final stage. The engine cut out. This dropped Cunningham out of the top 10 after a very, very good run.
Yes, this is very disappointing for Clinton Cunningham. Less than a kilometre from the finish, and he's dropped down to about 14th place.
Lee Robertson currently 8th, only 1 second behind Dylan Turner. The pressure's on.
2, 1, go.
And the pressure's got to Turner. He's not in gear on the start line. Loses time and drops to 8th overall. An eventful day for the LJ Hooker Mitsubishi driver. No problems though for Stuart Taylor with his rally win, and still that 100% Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme winning record. So Stu Taylor defends his Hawke's Bay Rally title from the year before with a minute 15 advantage over Robbie Lester, followed by Jeff Argyle, Carl Davies, Graham Featherston and Nigel Adams completing the top 6. And across the classes, Nigel Adams takes out pre-2000 4-wheel drive Phil Campbell, Open 2-wheel drive Chuck Newton, Club 4-wheel drive Lindsay Holmes, Club 2-wheel drive Lee Stringer, the Classics. And after 2 rounds of the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme, it is close at the top with just 3 points covering the top 3. Dylan Turner leads, equals second Jeff Argyle and Robbie Lester. So as the champagne flows, the series now heads to the Manawatu for the 3rd round of the Total Lubricants LJ Hooker Rally Xtreme Series. See you there.